Hi, I'm Shelley Levette with ChildCareLand.com, and today I want to share with you the binding machine I use to bind my materials with. These work with up to 8.5 by 11 size pages, so if you need something else bound that's larger, you may need to go to an office supply store. And it doesn't cost very much to have them done there, but if you're at home and you have lots of 8.5 by 11 or smaller things to laminate or bind, this is well worth the investment. This is called the Fellowes Star manual combo binding machine. Again, it's made by Fellowes, and it's a Star, S-T-A-R, manual comb binding machine. And I purchased this at Amazon.com for $67. So again, it may be kind of pricey, more expensive than a laminating machine, but you'll get lots of use out of it, and it'll really help with your classroom materials. So this is the binding machine itself. It's as you can see, it's pretty small. It has a lever on it that you're going to use, and it's also, you can carry it. It's got a little handle under here that you can just grip onto, and you can lift it up this way. The reason why it's called a comb binding machine is that it uses these little plastic combs. These are what's going to bind your material together, and these are really small. This is what I do my file folder games with, and some other kind of materials, but you can get bigger ones that hold up to 150 pages. So this machine can bind up to 150 pages. I've yet to use that many pages, but I suppose you could. So, and it's very easy to operate. What you would just do is you take your paper and you would put it in. I'm doing this upside down, so it might be kind of difficult, but you just put it in. There's a slot up here, right in here, that you put your paper in, and you would just pull down the lever right here, very gentle. It's not hard. It's not a hard push at all, and that makes holes in your page right here. And so once you've done several pages of those, I'll do a learning sheet too, and we'll put those together. So again, you just put the paper in, punch it, put the paper in. You want to make sure it's down, and you want to make sure that's lined up to where the marker is here. And again, I'm upside down, so it's not the easiest thing to do upside down, but punch it. And all the little holes, the little papers that come from the holes are collected into a tray in the bottom, and there's a sliding drawer that pulls out, and eventually you want to empty that. And this does laminated cardstock. It does regular laminated paper. So it's really good. And you can do up to, I think it's 7 or 8 pages at a time of regular paper, so you don't have to punch one by one. But for the covers, I like to do those one by one, especially if they're laminated. Okay, so this would be, you could have a lot more paper, obviously, than this, but we're just doing this for video demonstration. So you've got your holes punched, and now you want to bind it. So you take your comb, make sure the opening is at the top, and you're going to put it, let's see, I'm backwards here. You're going to put it down in here, and you're going to lift your little flap. And I know you'll have a hard time seeing, but what it does is it pulls each thing open. Each one of these little clippy things open. And you're going to put your cover sheet in. You just put them right where the little holes are. You line them up, and it slides right on. I'll put my learning sheet in. Put another learning sheet in. And it will go. Sometimes if you don't have it open far enough, you may need to push this lever open a little bit too. But it really is a lot more easier than this. It's just because I'm upside down. I cannot see what I'm doing very well. And you can put the back cover on, like so. You want to make sure that everything has got a thing in it before you close it. And then you pull your lever closed, and this just lifts out like that. And then you have bound material here. Whoops, is it right way? Yep. And then all your stuff is in here. It's really just a cool thing. You can make classroom books out of this, journals out of it. I make learning sheet packets, and I send them home for parents to do with their children. And the nice thing about this is these plastic combs is that if you're doing something smaller, binding something smaller, they're easy to cut. So you can make something this big and bind it as well. So again, this was the Fellowes Star manual comb binding machine. I purchased it at Amazon, but you can find it, I'm sure, other places as well. But this was the cheapest version that I could find. And again, it's well worth the investment, especially if you make a lot of materials for your class. You'll get lots of use out of this. And it does a regular size sheet of paper. If you do something larger, like a 12 by 12 or larger, you'll need to have to go into the office supply store for those. For my binding machine, I'm Shelley Levette with childcareland.com, and thanks for watching.